Illegal aliens don't have the right to be here. They broke the law to get here. They never intended to become a part of our social community, and they are not entitled to benefits. If a person is here unlawfully, he should be entitled to no benefits. No benefits. If illegal aliens require other aid, then that aid should be granted in their own country.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more, right? That's an old clip. Now, what was that lady's name? Barbara Jordan. Okay. Beautiful. Well said. Well said. Illegals should be entitled to absolutely nothing in this country. Nothing. Now, if you come here legally, hey, you're an American citizen, baby. You're entitled to everything that the rest of us are entitled to. But if you come here illegally, no, you get nothing. You get nothing. But of course, we got to talk about some more deportations because, of course, ICE is not playing any games out here on these streets. All right. They rounding people up left and right, and I am loving it. Absolutely loving it. And I'm really loving watching these liberals, lose their minds over it, right? You're starting to see a little bit less of the liberals, like, yelling and screaming a whole lot and chasing around ICE, right? Which I think several of you kind of predicted that it would end by the winter, okay? That they would get tired because, of course, we got 3.5 more years of this. So I'm already starting to see it kind of die down. Not the deportations themselves die down, but the yelling and the screaming and the chasing around ICE and people making videos of themselves staking out in the parking lot. Yeah, we're making sure that we protect these guys from ICE. That kind of stuff is kind of starting to like taper off a little bit. So it's going to be quite interesting to see when it actually completely dies off, because once again, we got 3.5 more years of this, and I think eventually they really are going to get tired once it clicks, hopefully at some point, that them yelling and screaming does absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. But anyway, let's hop into it.
This shit is crazy. Yo, shit. Yo.
Fuck on the ground, you piece of shit.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yo.
Piece of shit.
Yo, CRTV crazy. Yo, he's gonna get it for assaulting an officer.
Wow, bro,
CRT is crazy, bro, I swear. Bro, I swear to God, I've seen that guy before. I swear to God.
Oh, wow,
I swear I've seen him before.
Oh, is that guy the cop? I seen him.
No.
Let's go. Okay. We'll figure that out in a second.
Oh, they cleaned us out. They cleaned us out. I just wanted to get a watch.
So a little bit of backstory. That was an area where some counterfeit goods were being sold by some illegals, and that was one of the illegal citizens in the area. And apparently he assaulted that cop that was cursing at him. So if you're wondering why the cop is cursing, because I have seen some liberals, well, that's unprofessional. Why is he cursing? Why is he talking like? Because he's a human. That's why. That is exactly why. The same reason why y'all get out here yelling, screaming, curse, and do all that. He's a human. Okay, he's a human, and in that cop situation, he got hit in the face. I mean, you saw him like checking to see if he was bleeding. So yeah, I'd be pretty angry too. Anyway, next clip.
Town of Mason approved contracts with both ICE and the Tennessee-based private prison company CoreCivic. Mason is about 45 miles north of Memphis, and it's the site of the West Tennessee Detention Facility. The CoreCivic-owned prison closed several years ago. Now it's going to reopen as an ICE detention facility housing undocumented immigrants.
I love the sound of that. A recent prison that closed that's going to reopen now as an ICE detention facility. I'm not mad at that. And according to that map, or according to the news report, just outside of Memphis in Mason, Democrat-run Memphis, there's a lot of illegals there, okay? There's illegals there. So having a place that's close in proximity to where you can take these folks, I love it. I love it. We need more. We need like 10 of those kinds of places in each state, okay? in each state, maybe not 10, okay? Probably more like, 3 or 4 in each state to kind of cover the bases. But yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I don't even mind if our tax dollars go towards it, okay? I love it. Oh, before we get too deep into this situation is an American citizen who was stopped and detained or questioned by ICE, and eventually things got sorted out. Unlike what mainstream media would like you to believe. Just saying. So just to give you guys a little bit of backstory on what's going on here.
Hey, so come to the east parking lot, that one body over here.
Okay, you have a great day, okay?
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh. What do you know? That definitely looks like a Mexican to me. I thought ICE was just deporting all Mexicans because they hate Mexicans. They hate brown people and they hate black people. So anybody and everybody that they encounter, they're just automatically deporting. Kind of disproves that narrative, doesn't it? They checked him, realized, yeah, this ain't the guy we're looking for. He's actually an American citizen. Have a great day. Gracias. Thank you. Right? Going about your business. But if you listen to mainstream media and the Democrats, ICE is grabbing these types of folks and just automatically deporting them. They're deporting American citizens. Oh, man. It says, after 32 years of living in the U.S., my dad had never been questioned or stopped by ICE. Thankfully, everything went well. So there you go. There you go. Disproving the Democrat narrative once again. And we're going to do it again with this video right here. Check it out.
I could have sworn everybody was saying that they were only targeting Hispanics. Well, here's some newsflash. They're not. What they are targeting is criminals. Here are 10 Asian nationals that has been arrested and now on a flight, deported back to Laos. The ICE deportation took off from Alexander, Louisiana. Here are the 10 Asian nationals that are on board. Name, age, and what they were convicted of. Let's start with the first one. In no particular order, we have Sai Vang, age 39, a gang member, master of destruction, convicted of aiding and obstructing a first-degree murder investigation. Sakom Nim, age 56, sounds like more like Cambodian Nash, but we'll leave it as is, convicted of first-degree criminal sexual conduct and distributing sexual explicit materials to a minor. Sang Kang, 38, convicted of a third-degree criminal sexual conduct, victim age 13 to 15. Va Kong Lor, age 44, convicted of drug trafficking, weapon charges, and theft. Su Yang, age 47, convicted of robbery in Toledo, Ohio. Lu Kong, age 43, convicted of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, victim under 13. Fu Yang, age 45, convicted of burglary, home invasion, and grand theft auto. Sun Vakasami, I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, excuse me, 64, convicted of manufacturing and delivering cocaine near a park. Montavi Peng Lavan, I have no idea how to pronounce her name correct, okay, age 45, convicted of manufacturing and delivering ecstasy. Peng Nai Heng, 53, convicted of bank fraud. Sangarun Peng Lavan, age 47, convicted of ecstasy trafficking, weapon charges, and cocaine heroin possession. Puvan Mindavong, age 51, convicted of felony larceny. Here's something to keep in mind. All 10 men has had final deportation order dating back since 2003.
Wow. Have had deportation orders since 2003. It's 2025. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But once again, disproving the narrative that ICE only deports Mexicans and black people. That's all they're deporting. They're not deporting anybody else. It's just Mexicans and black people. That's the only folks that they're concerned about deporting. Nope. If you're here illegally, you're getting deported. If they catch you, you're getting deported. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. Well, we can't play the music, of course, but look at the fellas. Look at them. Not playing any games out here on these streets, baby. Not playing any games. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. In full gear, making sure they're well protected. I am not mad about that, considering what the left has attempted to do as far as, you know, throwing bricks through their windshields, doxing them, right? Trying to expose who they are, to, you know, try to get at them. Hey, I'm not mad about these folks rolling around fully protected. I am not mad about that. Not mad about it at all. Now, in this next clip, this guy, yeah, you can tell he's an illegal. Bringing a knife to a gunfight is most definitely a horrible idea. I'm not going to play that music either. Yeah, nah, we're not going to play that music. So the backstory on this is that this gentleman here flashed a machete at the ICE agents, which you can see in this image over to the left. And they decided to give him exactly what he wanted. He wanted a confrontation, so he got one. It's exactly what he got. And he got his butt arrested, and he's going to be deported. Get him on up out of here, coach. Bro, and this is the thing. If you're walking around with a machete in America, you are most definitely not from America. You know, like, ooh, you got a machete. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is a machete going to do versus bullets? Like, unless you Neo from the Matrix and you can, you know, do the whole dodging bullets thing, you're effed. All right? This ain't no third world country, my boy. You can't bring no machete to no gun battle. Whoa. Why is this clip playing? You can't bring a machete to a gunfight. It's just not going to work out well for you. But in other countries, right, where guns aren't as prevalent as they are here in the U.S., a machete would do you some good work, right? So, yeah, I just thought that was absolutely hilarious, bro. You walking around with a machete and think you're this big, tough guy. All right, okay. I can touch you from about 100 yards away. Okay, with some equipment even further. Your machete, not even close. All right, not even close. I don't advocate for violence, but I'm just saying, you guys understand what I mean. Like, walking around with a machete is pretty pointless in America, you know, pretty darn pointless. I guess unless you live in like a super liberal place where it's basically impossible to acquire a firearm, then maybe, I guess, protect yourself at all costs, of course. But man. Anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Make sure you go and subscribe to the second channel. It is called Extra Rich, XTRA space RICH. All right. Hope to see you guys over there. Peace and love. I'm out.